and the third day of our 12 days of Christmas. So unfortunately we're not bringing you 3 French hens today, but we do have 3 fabulous ladies in the room.
We do!
Whoop, 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 whoop. So we've got Emily on the producing station, and we've got Natalie, who I have not been on this show with for absolutely ages.
I don't think I've demonstrated for absolutely ages. So I'm excited.
Yes,
I'm excited. We're going to do some fun things. It's Friday. It's going to be a fun show.
We're all about fun on Fridays.
All the funs.
And I'm sure everybody in the comments will be looking forward to seeing Natalie in the demonstration station, because I don't know how long it's been.
It's been a while.
It really has, hasn't it?
Yeah, can't remember how long.
And I know some of you will have known from last week when I was on, we've got a little healthy competition in the office about who can best dress the area for Christmas. So at the minute, me and Natalie aren't really friends, but we're going to have to be work friends, aren't we, for the hour?
It's true.
It is true. But let's have a look at this week's Win It Weekly. So this week you can be in the chance to win our Moonstone Minis Holly Jolly initials megabuy. So there's going to be 2 winners, and this is worth £72.58. So you're going to get this amazing stamp set, and you're going to get 26 of our Jolly Holly initials. So you can use these together, you know, die cut the first letter and then stamp the rest. There's so much you can do with this, and I think, and an A5 stamp set as well. It's a good gift,
and you can use those stamps for loads of different things.
Yeah, so you don't have to just use the stamp. You don't have to just use that for Christmas, do you?
No,
You can use that
work
for all
for
sorts.
any occasion.
Yeah. So let's have a look at this week's question. So, which company is the largest toy distributor in the world? Is it A, McDonald's? Is it B, I don't know how, Smith's? Or is it C, Hamleys? Nice.
Good question, isn't it?
It is a good question.
Worded very nicely.
Yes. Worded very nicely. I know what I would guess at, but I feel like I might be wrong. I feel like it's one of Emily's famous trick questions.
I don't know, you know. I do not know.
So
no, we'll see.
Please like, share and comment your answer, and then towards the end of the show we will let you know who is winning our fabulous Holly Jolly initials megabuy. But let's just show you what's coming up today. So if you got our emails yesterday on the second day of Christmas, you will know that this beautiful Midnight Botanica is just £11.99 for these 12 days of Christmas.
Wow.
It's a beautiful kit, isn't it?
It's so pretty. I think the florals are just absolutely stunning, but the fact that this is a Mirror Magic collection,
yeah, absolutely.
And the way that the light shines on it, oh, it's just so decadent.
And yeah, we were saying before the show, weren't we, of all like the things what we would describe this kit as, and it was opulent, and Emily was saying, what was she saying? Because she said some good things, and we think, why is she not coming on here and being the presenter?
I know.
But it's so beautiful. Just look at the deep colours here as well. And it's quite unusual for us. I think it's a different style, isn't it?
I think so. It's really pretty though, and it makes the most beautiful cards. And I think that anyone who receives one of these cards is going to think, wow,
yeah, absolutely.
This is expensive looking. And that's just the job of the Mirror, really.
And of course you get everything that you're used to in one of our Mirror Magic collections. You know, these are all die cut, ready for you to pop out. You've got tags, you've got sentiments. This little square one down here says, all of my favourite things begin with you.
Oh, I love that.
And you know, I just love a little sweet sentiment.
That is very, very cute.
And there's as well, I don't know if you can probably see on screen, but there's like little bits of, you know, just hints of like gold glittery bits,
yes,
down the borders.
I love those bits.
And then even in the topper like shapes here in the borders, there's like speckled textures, which just makes this really elegant and really fancy. And just perfect. You could use it for anniversary cards.
There's so many occasions you can use this for. I think it's just a really uplifting, stunningly beautiful collection that you're going to love crafting with.
It's really nice, and I know you're going to do a little demo of this today, aren't you?
I am. So I'm in a little bit of a Christmassy mood, so I've gone for the best is yet to come, and it has these beautiful sort of orange tones in here. You can really see sort of the colours shine through on this overhead because we've not got as much light shining on it. It's stunning. So I've gone with this cardstock, which has this beautiful paisley background and the edge, and you can have this on the bottom, on the side, you could have it coming off the top, but what we're going to do is we're going to fussy cut this down and then we're going to resize this. So I've already done some of my fussy cutting, as you can tell, but my favourite thing about borders like this is that they're very, very busy, and sometimes you might be a bit afraid to fussy cut this and think, how am I going to get all of those little bits? Well, do you know what? You can fussy cut this to however you wish to. So I am actually just removing some of these elements, some of these thinner pieces that I know I'm not going to be able to cut down very well. I'm just going in and cutting around those. So just these last couple of leaves on that section, and then let's just finish off the top here. We'll go around this leaf up here, and because they're leaves and flowers as well, they're quite forgiving when you're fussy cutting into them. So we'll just pop that away and we'll put that to one side, and I'm going to trim the rest of my cardstock down to as much as I can. We're going to do it 6 by 8 actually. This card I've stolen Kat Hollis's fantastic favourite card shape. We're going to do a 6 by 8. I just think the sort of abstract look of this card shape with the sort of items we're going to bring to this are beautiful. So I'll trim that down, and then I'll trim this down as well. I've broken my trimmer, so let's just fix that.
What's your go-to card size then?
5 by 7.
You're a 5 by 7.
I'm a 5 by 7 girl.
So I feel like we've got them all covered in our team. We've got an 8 by 8 Anne-Marie. We've got you. We've got Kat.
Yeah, I think Rebecca's is maybe a 6 by 6. I think.
Oh, nice.
What would you say, Emily?
I think you're right. Yeah.
6 by 6. So I think we're all a little bit different in that avenue, aren't we? We all love our different card shapes. So this is going to sit over the top. I'm going to bring in some foam pads to really, really lift that off there. And then I'm going to sort of hide this main topper. And because I really love the little toppers we've got here, which have the sentiment on. This one says, "You are an inspiration to me." We've got "Wishing you joy and happiness that never ends," and "Thank you so much." But I think we're going to coordinate these two together. And then because we've got, I'm also going to bring in the "To Someone Special," I think. Or, yeah, no, "To Someone Special," we'll pop that at the bottom maybe, or maybe on the side. So let's build up our card. Like I said, because Mirror Magic is already sort of like mirror and there's no foiling detail to this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in some ribbon to sort of bring this to life a little bit. So I'm just going to pop my tape just over these sections, and you might be thinking, well, are you actually going to stick this really roughly cut edge on your card? I am, because you're not going to be able to see it, so don't worry about that. I've gone for 2 ribbon colours which coordinate really nicely with the flowers we've got on here, and I'm just going to pop that around there on my card. So just flip that over, flip it over on here and trim that away, and then I'm either going to put this above or underneath or on top.
Such lovely wintry
Let's
colours.
go for underneath. I know, and that's why I picked this one, because I thought it's really, really pretty for winter. I think this is just a little bit wonky, so if I can lift this up, well, let's lift this one up, and we can use this line on our mat to make sure that that is straight. Be careful not to stick your cardstock down. You can tell I've not demoed in a while. They're gonna be in trouble when I'm back at telly, because I'm not going to know what to do.
Well, we know what you're doing over the Christmas break. You're going to be
practicing how to stick things down. So I've got my tape ready to go. Now that my ribbon's in, we'll tape this all up on the back, and we'll stick this onto our card blank.
Have you purposely coordinated your nails to your crafting today?
I haven't. I have not thought about that. However, it perfectly matches this card that we are about to do. So let's stick this on, and you want to make sure that this is sort of on the right hand side of your card. So make sure that that is stuck nicely down, and it is only a tiny little section that looks a little bit messy, but we're going to clear that up straight away by sticking on this panel, and I'm going to do that with my foam pad strips, we're going to use one set of foam pad strips here. So just on the top here, on the side panel, sorry, and then I'm going to put one on the top and one on the bottom. Now I'm going to leave the middle section because we're going to tuck our image and our sentiment underneath. So once I've got this in place, I know that I've got a nice gap under here where we can stick our image, so that can pop out just slightly above there, and I will put that on foam pads too, so it's going to be raised ever so slightly. If you wanted it to look even more extravagant, we could have popped this row here on 2 sets of foam pads, but we're just going to go for one. So you just have that dimension really coming through at the bottom, and then because this is so beautifully detailed, it really doesn't matter sort of how and where we stick this down, because you have all of those flowers sort of shining through, but it's just a little peep and a little element to the card just to add in some extra design, because we could have just used this little topper, but then your background spaces are very plain, so adding this in here just fills that space a little bit more, even though you can't necessarily see the full beauty of it. And then a couple of foam pads just on the edge here, and we're going to double these up because this is going to go over and stand up as our really large sentiment here. And it's such a beautiful sentiment, and I think if you got this and gave this card to someone, they would be so happy with this. You are such an inspiration to me. So just adding that there, and then this tiny piece of foam pad that I've got under here will stick to this corner, because that's going to lift that up off there and make that really stand out. You can see this starting to come together now. And then that last little one I had was to someone special. So we either go over here and sort of juxtapose these lines we've got, or we come underneath it. I think I'm going to go over here.
I thought I was in the room with Dan then.
With my fancy words.
Fancy words.
Fancy Friday.
Goodness me.
Don't normally get those coming out of my mouth, do you?
Not on a Friday.
Not on a Friday. Not ever, Kelly. Not just Fridays. And then our Sepia Pearls. These are absolutely stunning. And I'm going to go with this like really nice mocha colour. We're going to go with the medium size. And we'll put 3 up in this top corner. And we are finished. Our first card of the day done with our most stunning Midnight Botanica collection.
Well, I think you was just on fire then.
I love it.
You've not, it's like you've not left the demonstration station.
I'm back.
She's back.
I'm back,
she's
people.
Coming. She's just got on with a beautiful card. So if you want that beautiful kit that Nat's just demonstrated with, if you get it today or during our 12 days of Christmas, you will save £13. So you can get that for $11.99. There's 8 topper sets, there's 4 designs, so it's an amazing deal. Such a good saving as well for a complete Mirror Magic topper collection. But I think let's show you what's on today. So today, on the 3rd day of Christmas, we've got buy one, get one free deals.
Oh.
So we have got our pattern packs. So if you go on the website, there's a huge banner on the homepage, 12 days of Christmas, click in there, and then you can see all the pattern packs that we've got, and we've popped them into there for you.
And you definitely should go and look, shouldn't you? Because some of these were out of stock.
They were.
But me and Kelly have been hunting through the warehouse and we have found some more for you. We have brought some favourites back.
Yes.
So make sure you look. Don't think, oh, I know that the pattern pack I want is out of stock. Don't think like that.
Don't think that.
Go and have a look, because you might find it.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's what we did. It's that time of year, and everybody's having a good tidy up.
Yeah.
So these packs, amazing. You get 24 sheets of our heavyweight 350 GSM adorable scoreable in here. So we've got our iridescent glass, which is just beautiful. We've got those vintage newsprint, which I think this is a favourite of so many of yours.
I love this.
It's so versatile what you can do with that one.
Really good for mixed media projects as well.
Oh yeah, and getting like scuffing up the edges,
yeah,
and getting a bit distressed. And the same again with our Get Crafty. But the one I've opened up, because I just want to show you. So of course we have to pick our favourites, don't we?
Oh, Kelly, this is my ultimate favourite. I would love this on wallpaper.
Absolutely.
I would fill my whole house with it if you could get these patterns on wallpaper.
It's so nice, isn't it?
It reminds me of the Liberty collection.
Yes.
It's stunning.
It really is. I mean, even, can you make yourself items of clothing in Adorable Scoreable?
I'm sure Sheila made a skirt once.
Did she?
Yeah. So you can try.
These packs, they are £7.99, so you're going to get 2. So you're going to get 48 sheets of cardstock. Adorable Scoreable, so you all know the score. Little pun for you there. So you know it's not going to crack. But just look at, there's so many little hidden elements in this one. It's our secret garden, and you can see why, can't you? It's just exactly what you imagine when you think of a secret garden.
It's just beautiful.
Got those little locks and keys, beautiful florals.
And I love how sort of like the leaf elements are all really flourished, like how you'd imagine to see it on like a Victorian house.
Yes. Oh look, even a bit Alice in Wonderland style.
Very
with
true.
little pocket watches there, and they're such lovely colours. So I think you can do so much with this. It's perfect for, you know, backgrounds. It's perfect for box making. Absolutely, so much you can do. And because me and Natalie, we like the same ones, she's going to do a little demo with
I
our
am going to do a demo. So with this one, what we're going to do is make this very cute little gift box. It's quite fun to make. It looks, I'll show you on here. It looks quite tricky because we've got some triangles in here, and triangles in box making always freak people out, but it's not. And I'll show you just how to do it. So to start off with, we're actually using some of our A3 mirror here, and I've cut this to 12 by 9 and 7/8, so 2 notches under your 10. And then what we're going to do is we're going to score it at 2 1/4, at 5 3/4, so 2 1/4, 5 3/4. We're going to score it at 8, and then we're going to score it at 11 1/2, and that's just going to leave us with a little tab there. Then we're going to flip it this way round. We're going to score it again at 2 1/4. Then we're going to score it at 8 1/4. Oh, and then at 8 1/2. So it's just going to give you a tiny little tab there. So that is your first lot of scores. Then I'm just going to move it across onto my mat and bring in my ruler and my smallest embossing tool. Now, because I'm doing diagonal lines and I'm doing them between different sections, this is easier than doing it on your scoreboard. So I'm just going to take my ruler, and on these 2 small panel sections, we're going to go from the top to the bottom. And because I'm using my mat as well, it has that sort of flexibility. So just go over it a few times to score that in, and then you can, once these are in, go over this with your score tool. So again, on this side here, on the diagonal, straight up, and then from this corner to the next one, again, we're going to do that diagonal. Then we're going to bring our scoreboard back in, and I'm just going to go on these top lines, and we're going to go 1 notch past the 1, and that will give us that center point and take you right down to the edge. And then we're going to go, I think it's 1 notch before the 7, and again that will take you to the center point there. So now we can build our tabs and remove some cardstock. So I'm going to take my scissors, and we're just going to cut down these 3 sections here. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to cut away this one, so I'm going to take that all the way up to that line, maybe just past the line actually, and then we're going to trim that down, and we're going to create a tab here. So I'm going to trim it before that first score line, and then we're going to trim that off, and then we'll do the same over here. So I'm going to trim it at this section, and then what I'm going to do is from this first score line up here, we're going to trim this the whole way away. Now you can use your trimmer if you want to do this, but because I've got my scissors to hand, we're just going to use my scissors, and then we can get really funky with this. So first of all, I'm going to fold all my score lines. So turn it over, fold all of our little flaps in. Now it's really important when you're making things like this to make sure you've got really burnished score lines, because there's nothing worse than trying to build something and your score lines just don't work. So I'm going to score all of these inwards, and then we'll score this one as well. So score that one over. And then with our centre points here, I'm going to score it outwards. So these are the scores you've made with your embossing tool. Now, because you've made it with your embossing tool instead of your scoreboard, you might find that you do get a little bit of cracking, but if you're really, really careful, like I'm being here when you do that, it shouldn't crack at all. And then we're going to fold this middle section now inwards. You might just need to use a little bit of force to get that corner section in really nice and tight, but then once you've got that, you can sort of pinch that middle section and sort of create that nice fold. And then the same again on this side. So you want to do your diagonals inwards. Now when it's in the center of a cardstock row, it's a little bit more tricky. So diagonals, we're going to go outwards with. We've got them now. And then this little bit here in the center, I'm going to bring those two together and sort of fold them in. Now you can see that just sticking up. So if I poke my embossing tool in there, that'll sort of go back under and give you that shape. So now we've got our sort of bases ready to go. Everything's scored, everything's folded. What I'm going to do is just stick my tape on, and then before we build this up, we're going to decorate it with that beautiful Secret Garden collection. So I'm going to do I'm going to put those in first. So we'll do one line on here.
Sue has
flip
said,
it over.
She said she's got 4 packs in her basket, so we would like to know which ones you've
Which
got in your
ones
basket,
have you
Sue.
got? Which ones have you wanted for ages? Which ones are your favourites? Which ones would you like us to bring back as well? That's a good question for you. So to make it a bit more decorative, what I'm going to do on this top section here is just take my corner rounder and round off these edges. So that's done. Now we'll bring in our Secret Garden. And I'm going to cut my panels down for this one. So you need 2 panels, and because this pattern is quite mixed with the way that the bees are, it doesn't matter which way you cut it down, because it's all going to be sort of the same length. So I'm going to do 2 at 3 and 3¼ So let's just trim those down. 3 at 2 1/4.
I didn't know that one had cute little bees on.
It does. It has
it
little tiny bees,
does.
and they're in all different patterns. It's really, really cute. And then we'll bring them together, and we're going to do it at 5 and 5/8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 2 notches above the half on your trimmer. So there's 2 panels done there for our outer sections. Then we need a panel for the top. So it needs to be the same length. So 3 and 1/4 by 1 and 1/4. So I'm going to trim that down. And then once I've trimmed that down, I'm just going to make sure that that is going to be right. It might be a little bit longer, so I would suggest doing it at 1 and 2 notches, because that's just going to give you, because we've cut away those corners, it sort of doesn't allow it to be equal on both sides. So just test that out when you're doing that bit. And then we want 2 sections that are going to be 2. So let's do it. Let's do it this way, because we still need some more. So 2 by 2 and 2 by 2 and 3/4.
Will you be putting the measurements up on your Facebook page?
We definitely can do. Yes, I think it would be really fun to see these made up. You know, these are going to be perfect for birthdays. They're going to be perfect for loads of different occasions. So I need a pencil, but I don't think we've got one. So I'm going to use what we have. We have a nice blue Sharpie. What I'm going to do is line this up with my markings on here, and I'm just going to mark these at 1, because these are going to be our triangular pieces. So just mark them at 1, and then with your ruler then you can go, and because we're going to stick this down, it's not a problem if you see these lines, but you can see them. So from the bottom corner up to that corner section, and we'll repeat that on the other one. Then it's time to get sticking. So I'm going to leave these two to one side for now. I'm going to stick these panels on. I'm going to use construction glue, obviously, because it is the quickest to do this with. So construction glue, and I've had it upside down so it should come out super, super quick. Construction glue all on here. Make sure your edges are nice and covered so you've got no lifting on that. Lots on there. My other panel, construction glue.
I know we've had a few comments this morning about people asking where their parcels are. If you've got any queries, just give our customer service team a call and they'll be more than happy to help.
More than happy.
I know it's a busy time of year with Royal Mail at the minute. I think I was overhearing a conversation this morning, but definitely give the girls a call. The customer service team are excellent, so they'll definitely help you.
They will definitely be able to help you. Find out where it is, if it's definite, if it should be with you and it's not with you, they'll make sure that they can resend that out for you as well. So just give them a call. They won't mind helping you out. So one panel on there, one panel on here. Now, before I put this together, I'm just going to add some little holes with my Everywhere hole punch tool. Let's just pop this. I'm using the biggest one, but I'm just going to see if I can empty this before I do this, because we're going through 2 sheets of Adorable Scorable, so we want to make sure that we've got no little bits inside. We want to get all of those out so it gives us a nice clean cut. Just pop that in. Oops. And what we're going to do is line this up again with your marking. So it's sort of just over a quarter, and then I'm going to use my tool and I'm going to put one just over here. Now I've used construction glue on this, so be careful to sort of hold this down because it will move. So maybe when you're doing this at home, wait until it's dry, and then you will get that really nice finish. And then again, I'm going to do it just a quarter past that one, and that has cut out. I'll just pop the underneath bit away. So we've got 2 on that top piece there. Now I'm going to fold this together because these elements are going to come together like this, and then we'll have our bit over the top. Now, because we want to do this while it's flat, add our punches in, then you can just get your pen again and draw where your holes need to be. Lift that out, and we'll go in again with our hole punch. Oh, that one's moved a little bit. Let's try to get that one out. These hole punches are great for doing jobs like this because they allow you to add hole punches to the center of things, to the middle of things. It's really, really convenient. So now let's put it together. We're going to flip.
This is looking so good.
Flip this over, and I can turn this on its side. And we can bring this in and sort of make sure that it sticks and it's nice and flat. And then we'll just pinch those top bits together. That's going to give you that really nice oblong shape. And for our bottom sections, we're going to ping these ones through. I'm going to just take off my tape from here, pop that one over, and then you literally just folding it in on itself. So we'll take our red tape from here and here, and then we can stick this down, and that'll fit nicely on the bottom, really nice and clean. And then we have our 2 panels that we made earlier, so we can trim these down now with our scissors. So I'm just going to follow that blue line.
It's a good size for some chocolates in there.
It is a good size for some chocolates. Or I thought about like nail polishes. Both of us really love our our gel nail polishes, so you could do like a little nail polish set.
Yeah,
get some colours in there, nail file, hand cream. It'd be perfect for a birthday, wouldn't it? Or if you've got some really nice Christmas papers or Christmas things left over, you could make it with that as well.
Yeah, because our Jolly Jumpers one is You know, buy one, get one free, so you can make little Christmas boxes.
With our Jolly Jumpers, that would be so cute. Or that advent calendar that Kat made, she used the Jolly Jumpers for that, didn't she?
She did.
I've made a mess now because I've just flipped this over. So I'll have construction glue everywhere. Pop this on your sides. So one on there. And then the other we can fit on this section here. Like so. And then I've got some twine, which I'm just going to pop in these gaps. So there we go. There we go. We can tie it nicely together, and it all brings that sort of like really earthy bit that we've got from the artwork here using the twine. You could use ribbon for this bit though. And then we've got some spare like little cut-offs. So I might make a little tag just to finish it off. So let's pop that down. And there is your box sort of all ready to go. We'll tie this together in a knot so it holds really nicely in its sort of really nice fancy geometric pattern. So let's pop that together and we'll move it to one side. We've got a strip of pink and I've got a strip of the beautiful, I've broken my trimmer again. What am I like today?
You being a little clumsy.
And then, so 1.5 with this will do. Maybe I can do it quite small so we can take it from this section. So 1.5 with that. And then this one is a little bit bigger, but I'll just trim that down to maybe like 4. Let's do it like that. So we'll have a tiny tag and a bigger tag on there. So let's line this up with our tag punches. And you can make some really funky tags with your artwork, especially with your adorable scorables. I think they just add so much to patterns and collections. They're really, really funky, super fun. And then I think because we can't finish a project off without making it extra fun, what I'm going to do, let's do this middle pink. We'll do the middle pink because that kind of matches up and is going to bring out those darker pinks. We'll put 3. Oops. Breaking everything.
Did you just break your knife?
The top bits come off. And now I've got gems stuck to my nails. 3 on there. Let's put this back on because I do need its help. It's really easy to put these back on. You just need to loosen at the bottom and then tighten it up again. And then on the bigger one, we're going to go for 3 of the lightest greens because there is a lot of that really nice sort of apple green throughout this cardstock. We'll stick them. Now we could put our little message on there. Thank you for being you. Thank you for everything you do. Pop this through. Tie it in a little bow, which I'm going to try and do backwards, so bear with me.
It's so
and
nice.
Then there we go. I just think it's a really fun shape. It's something a little bit different, but it does give you a lot of room inside.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of people in the comments loving the shape of that.
Love
really
it.
Like it.
It's
looks
really
so
cool,
pretty.
isn't it?
So who's enjoying Natalie being back in the demonstration station? Let us know.
Who doesn't want to see me here again? Let us know that one.
No, well, we know you won't say that. You're not mean. I know a few people have just said that they like the Get Crafty one, so I've just quickly opened it because
this one.
We know that there's only 50 of these.
There is.
If that now. So I'll just quickly show you, some of the designs, because if you want to grab that, you can. But perfect for so much, the crafty card. And there's spots, there's stripes. It's just lovely. And you can see, the like texture behind there too. So you can make gift tags, you could make the box that Natalie's just made with this.
I think that would look so fun in those craft cards.
But I think that's in a few people's baskets, and I know we've only got 50 or just about of that one, so that one will go quick. But have a look at some of our others. So of course £7.99, and these are some of the other designs.
And buy one get one free as well.
Buy one get one free.
Such a good deal.
That's that Jolly Jumpers there as well, and our beautiful Eastern Charm. So it's really nice. There's some unusual patterns and textures that you don't usually see on cardstock in our pattern packs, which just makes them perfect to have in your stash. And you know, you could be making something and think, oh, you know, I really need some flowers, or you know, it's just, you've got it there. And then of course we had to show you, because I think everybody likes a bit of animal print, don't they?
Everyone loves a bit of animal print.
Love a bit of animal print. I know you might be thinking, what can I do with this? But I think there's all sorts, and I know Natalie will show us a card.
I'm going to show you something fun for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I think with this, like party invitations, if you've got like grandchildren,
yeah,
perfect, wouldn't it?
It would, like any of our sort of like really cute farmyard toppers are going to work on here.
Oh, definitely.
It's going to work beautifully with your Animal Kingdom collection, just to bring that out a bit. But maybe, yeah, parties. Yeah. I know that Rebecca did a bunting video that will be live in a few days. Yeah. But you could use your adorable scoreable for that. To do bunting, party things, and loads of stuff. Our
Animal Kingdom second season, it didn't come out so long ago, so if you guys have got that at home, this would definitely, you know, go with that. So I'm sorry, Natalie, but you know, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you sure?
I am ready. So for this one, we're actually going to do it quite, I thought my box would take longer than it did. We're actually going to do this quite simple, but you know what? We might just have time for a fourth demo. Who knows?
Oh my goodness me.
We could do that.
Yes.
So I'm going to trim my, I've gone for the zebra. I think I'm moving over from a leopard to a zebra, you know.
Are you?
I do. I saw a lovely dress the other day. It was zebra print. I didn't buy it, but I might go back this weekend and get it. It was a bit crazy, you see, but I absolutely loved it. So I'm trimming these down to 1 inch strips, and I've got some mirri that is also cut down a little bit shorter. So I'm going to bring this in. What size have we got here? 8 by 8. Now this is going to be, I'm making a card that is 7 by 7. So if I trim these down, let's put these together. Making a card, sorry, that's 5 by 7, my favourite card to make. So I'm going to bring these down, cut them down so they're all 7 inches. Make sure that's underneath properly. So 7-inch strips there. Now for these ones, I'm going to take and I'm going to cut them all at once because our trimmer can definitely take that. I'm going to pop these down and we're going to do it to 2 notches below the 7. So you've actually got a little bit left over, and you could make this exact same card in a different size, maybe to fit, let's see how big this is. You could do this 5 by 5 and do an exact same card but a smaller version of it. So I'll bring in my tape. I'm going to stick these all together.
Zara Harper, I don't know what your comment means. Explain to me. She's put, just having the pattern packs beside me is enough, let alone using them. Does it mean because they're too pretty you can't use them?
I think so. I think so, and some of them really are. Some of them you do not want to get cutting into them because they are so beautiful. So I'm going to, let's stick these on. Where's my knife? I'm going to use my knife again just to lift this up.
Lots of comments for McDonald's for our Win It Weekly.
Oh, we're going to announce that winner very soon as well, won't we?
Yes.
Probably after this demo.
Yes, sure. So you've got about 10 minutes to get your comments in.
So I'm going to pop that on there, giving you that nice sort of gold edge. And I think using the gold with that black and white really allows this to pop. So just pop that on there a little bit. Gives you a really nice look. And then what we're going to do is, I'm keeping it quite simple, so it's going to go, let me just see if I can pull this off because I've stuck it just a little bit too low down. Oh, there we go. If you ever do that, be less forgiving with your mat because you won't see it when you've laid your cardstock over. But if you've got little lines in your cardstock, you will see it. So if you're ever going to sort of pull it away, sort of do it with the mirri that's underneath. So that's on there. Bring in my card blank. And like I said, we are going to keep this really, really simple. So I'm going to use my mat so I make sure that I stick this in the right place. So I'm going to put that one central. I'm going to put another one quite close together there. And then a third one that's going to go here. Let's stick them on. Whether I do that with foam pads or whether I do it just flat, what should we think?
I don't know.
Me neither.
Foam pads?
I think foam pads. It's going to add some more dimension, isn't it?
Yeah, we love dimension here, don't we?
I think it just adds so much to your cards, especially if you're doing something that is as simple as this card. You just want to sort of give it a little bit more life. So using your foam pads over your tape sometimes allows you to do that. So again, move this over. We'll take this and line it up with our cardstock. So these are just over, when you've got it on the gold, just over 1 inch. So you can use your mat and make sure that that first one sort of sticks just over there. Then this one I'm just going to add with the tiniest gap in between. But so you can definitely see that there is something in between there. And then again, this last one. And I think what I've managed to do, which is incredible for me, is I've stuck them
in the pattern.
In the pattern.
And that wasn't intentional, was it?
No.
But it's happened.
No, but it has happened, which is awesome. And then I thought, sentiments, what can I do? I could do stamps here. I could do a topper from our topper and sentiments pad. But one that I thought this is going to work perfect is our Just My Type sentiment strip pads. I don't even know how many we have of these available. I don't know if they sold out straight away because they're amazing. But they're just strips that you trim down and cut out. They're in white, they're in black, and they're in this beautiful sort of really rustic colour. You can see I've already used this so many times, and you've got like people in here. So you've got a relative section, you've got like a celebratory section, so you've got on your retirement, birthday wishes, all that good stuff in there. But then my favourite thing about this is that you've also got sections that say things like, make someone smile today, let your light shine through, bloom with grace, be kind, love always, anything is possible. So you've got more of those like uplifting quotes, which is what we use in here. And I've gone with, believe in yourself, the best is yet to come.
I think you've got your positive pants on today.
I have got my positive pants on, Kelly.
You have.
I do. And then literally super, super simple. We're just popping this on top. We're popping this on top and we're gonna leave it like that. I was gonna add some gemstones, but I think sometimes simplicity overcomes the fanciness of things. And just the white and the black mixed in with that gold.
That looks ace.
You can make the most beautiful cards so quickly using just little bits and pieces you've got.
I think that really helps as well. If you do have the sentiment pad and you're a bit unsure of snipping into those sentiments, you don't know what to do with it, you can see just that they go with all sorts, and it's super easy way to make
a card,
isn't it? Beautiful, thank you so much. So, are you going to do a fourth demo?
What do you think?
Yes, the boss lady in the corner says we can. Do
we want another adorable scoreable, or do we want another of our Midnight Botanica?
Well, you guys let us know in the comments. We will...
Should we announce the Win It Weekly winners and then we'll go into another one?
Yes, let us know in the comments if you would like Natalie to do another demo with our Midnight Botanica, or if you would like an adorable scoreable one. So she's just going to do this, you know. You've not prepped for this one, so
no, we've not got much around, so let's hope.
Okay, so Win It Weekly question. Let's see what the answer is. So, which company is the largest distributor in the world? Let me double check. It is A, McDonald's. I don't believe.
Yeah, I don't believe. Think about how many people get.
But I thought they started doing fruit bags.
I think nowadays they do more different things, don't they? But way back when,
I've got some facts.
Really fun things.
So, thanks to the Happy Meal, McDonald's is the largest toy distributor in the world with over 1.5 billion toys circulated worldwide.
Wow, that is a lot, isn't it?
That is a lot. So let's have a see who our two winners are this week. So congratulations, Cheryl Atkinson and Brenda Broom. You have both won our fabulous Holly Jolly initials mega buy. So if you get in touch with us, DM us your address and we will send those out to you as soon as possible. So congratulations.
Whoop, whoop.
So before we go to Nat, let's just recap on those 12 days of Christmas
There's
deals.
some good things coming out, people.
There is, and if you saw the first set of deals on Wednesday, you'll have seen that it's our Prism bundles. So we've got Shimmer ink pad collection for just £39.99, so that saves £50, which is amazing. And we've got some videos on YouTube when Natalie shows you how to make some backgrounds with ink pads, and we've also got our individual ink pads. We've left them on from our Black Friday deals, so they're still 33% off, so you can get them for £1.68 if you don't want the full bundle. So the options are there, or if you need to replenish your stash, you can get them for £1.68. We've got our Prism watercolour pencils and handbooks. That's £22.99, which is amazing. Of course, we've got our craft markers bundle, and so you can get that for £69.93. That's all 14 packs of craft markers, the handbook, and they're just amazing. And then finally, we've got our brush markers bundle. So this is an amazing price. It's £29.95. You get 4 packs of brush markers, you get the handbook as well, and so that's all our Prism deals. And then of course yesterday's Midnight Botanica, and we have got today's buy one get one free Adorable Scoreable. So you've got things coming every single day until 12th. So Emily, have you been looking to see the comments, what we're getting more of? A close one.
What do you think? I've been looking around what I've got in arm's length.
Yes, what have you got in arm's length?
So I've got a piece of, so just to see what I could make with things, we've got some of our ink blends Adorable Scoreable.
Okay.
So we'd use that, and I do have the little book of thank yous. I've got some sentiment pads as well. I was hoping I would have a stamp around, but we can make it work.
Are you sure? Yes.
Yeah. So which one, Emily? Because we've got the collection, I can make one with the collection. Pattern packs. Okay, pattern packs it is, ink blends it is, and we've only got one sheet, so you're pushing me here, people.
Oh, no mistakes.
No mistakes can be made.
Absolutely not.
Right, I'm going to go, if I can find one, see what card blanks I've got here. They're small ones, I want a bit bigger than that.
I love the ink blends one.
It's really cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
What have we got here? An A6. I feel like that's a bit too small for what I want to do.
Oh, she's going big. She's going big.
I'm going to do, I think I might stick to a 5x7, I think, because I think when you're making fast cards like this and you need to like be on the spot, then a 5x7 is it. Oh, honestly, I'm gonna have to get a new trimmer.
I think you've
a 5x7. It fits. I don't know why it keeps popping out. A 5x7 is a great place to start. It's not too big, it's not too small. It's not too wide, so you can fit quite a bit on it, but it's not going to show up a lot. The second thing I'm going to take is some silver mirror. Do we have any here?
Is this trimmer your personal trimmer, or is it the studio's trimmer?
This is my personal trimmer. It's not the studio's one, don't worry.
Because you know,
I've not wrecked things. I've not wrecked things.
We've still, me and Emily, we don't trust any of you crafters.
This is mine.
Yeah, where's things gone? Who's done it this week? Who's stolen out of our studio this week?
Okay, I'm going to take these nesting dies, but I'm going to use them in a very different way. So I think I'm going to take the largest one. Okay, and then I'm going to pop this on here. And I'm going to, do I cut this down first, or do I, what am I going to do? What is she going to do? No one knows.
In the brain of Natalie Musprat this morning on Thankcraft It's Friday.
It's literally like watching like an animal, isn't it? Like, do you know when you watch?
I don't know.
No, do you know like when you watch David Attenborough and David Attenborough's like, and so the lioness lies, waiting for her food. That's what this is like this morning. All right, I had an idea. I thought of using this as not necessarily to fully die cut it, but to use it as like a guide to maybe cut out a cool pattern. So
yeah, that'd be a good
to like
idea.
sit on my card, because who wants a boring card? No one wants a boring card. People want fun cards. So fun card it is, and I'm gonna.
Well, it is Fun Friday.
It is Fun Friday. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring in my pen again. Unfortunately, it is a Sharpie, but you're gonna just use this as a line, as a guide, and then you go around there and use this as a guide as well. Now you could probably have done this with your trimmer actually. I'm not going to cut that down because I want to go straight with that bit. I'm going to get my scissors, and I like where I've positioned it because I've got loads of different colours in. You've got the red in there, you've got the purple, you've got the yellow at the top, and then I'm going to just take this bit off, and then we'll use that edge and go all the way down to the bottom. So we've got a really funky sort of like top for our card. Do you see?
I see, yes.
Mega, mega funky just by using that shape. So then I'm going to cut out, I'm going to actually stick it onto here and then cut like a little silver layer to go underneath. So I need to cut this to 5. We'll stick this, actually what I'm going to do, because I'll put it on foam pads so it gives it more dimension. If I just hold it in line, and then I can use this as a guide, and I just want to do it.
Gemma, which one did you pick as your buy one get one free? I've just seen your comment, you've just ordered the ink blends packs. Have you got 2 of them, or have you picked another one?
Oh yeah, are you mixing and matching, or are you just getting your favourites? What are you doing with this deal? So I think I've done quite well there. That's a good sort of
very good
layer. So then we'll use our strip foam pads. Where did I put those? No one knows. See, this is what happens when you're on the spot. You don't have all of the things that you need, but it's okay. We'll get there.
Well, you would if we didn't have a little thief.
Well, this is true.
This is true.
Who is the thief?
Who is the thief?
No one knows.
Me and Emily are going to put cameras up in here. I mean, there is cameras.
There is cameras up in here.
We're going to leave them running
We'll leave them
24
running.
hours.
See who's stealing all the stuff. So, foam pads. Lift this up. And I might use my sentiment strip pad again, or we'll see what we've got in our little book of thank yous that we can trim up and put on here. So stick that now over the top. That's going to give you that nice silver edge, and then we'll pop this on with our tape. Now I could have just trimmed this with my trimmer. I didn't have to use the die, but I was thinking of maybe doing a bit of a more funkier shape, which you could have done if I'd have cut it slightly smaller. If I would have done a 4x6 or an A6 card, you would have definitely been able to do that. So now we can put this on here. Now you could have this as your card like this as well. I'm going to do it as a nice 10th fold. I'm going to stick this onto here like so. So we've got like sort of the main really funky, really clean and contemporary card there, and then we just need a sentiment. So I think what I might do is maybe just trim a sentiment from here. Or where's our sentiment books? Because sometimes you get really thin ones in here as well that might work. This is a matte-tastic, so it might not be the best. However, it might work in regards to
Some nice colours in there.
the colours that we've got, the sentiments that we'll use. What other shades have we got in here? Da, da, da.
Gemma got 2 of the ink blends, but on her first order, she'd already ordered 6.
Oh,
Like it, Gemma.
2 orders. That is incredible. Right. Who are we going to give this card to? There are so many options. I just cannot choose. You like the pink?
I like the pinky colours.
Got to have silver mirror on it, hasn't it? Because
yes, of course.
we've gone for the silver. And then I'm trying to think of what colours really work with this. Maybe if that was square, I'd have probably used that. What's this one look like? and just keep it super simple.
Oh, that's very cute.
So you could put that on there.
What does that say?
It says best wishes niece. Or what have we got in here that we could cut out and use? We could potentially cut this out and use this. Da, da, da. Is that let's go with this one. So this is from our little book of thank yous, and it just says thank you, obviously. And I'm going to trim it from the bottom. And then what we'll do is just do a little bit of fussy cutting around our text to make this really stand out.
Oh, like it's a bubble writing.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
And then we'll stick that onto our card. And there you have seen from start to finish the ins and outs of the brain of me.
I mean, do we want to all go there? I'm not sure.
I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't advise. That was hard at times.
What's it? Are you done for the day? Have you used your brain power now for the day?
You're not getting anything else out of me all day.
Do we go home?
Yeah. Home time it is. So just using this as a guide, and I only want like a really thin sort of layer of that white around there, so you can sort of go around it a few times. You can use it, but think about all the other sentiments that you've got in like little pads or books that you think, oh, I could do this with my pads, and instead of using the little books, because I've still got a whole sort of whale image on there that I could use at a different time. But I've got a sentiment here, which is really going to work with sort of like the style and the design that we've chosen to do. But it's come from something that you wouldn't necessarily go to straight away to pick your sentiments. So I think it's quite a fun idea. And sometimes you can keep them. I think using these amazing, adorable, scoreable pattern packs, sometimes you can get a bit crazy with what you're going to do or struggle with using them, but don't go too crazy sometimes. Keep it really simple. Just do shapes, bring out some of your sketch challenges and things like that. Look at the styles and designs of cards with sketch challenges and think about how you can use your cardstocks and your papers to create cards like this.
We've got a comment from Diane. I am meant to be on my way to London, but instead I'm watching you ladies. What are you going Christmas shopping?
Oh, Christmas shopping in London.
Oh,
I think Kat's on her way to London today, you know.
Is she?
Yeah, she's got the day off. She's on her way to London. I think she's doing a Christmas present from a few years ago. So she's on her way, so you might see her.
Oh, you might be on the same train.
You might see her. So put that there. We'll put it on with foam pads again, just for the dimension. I'll use these ones, but I'll just trim it down a little bit. And then another card is finished.
You've just been on fire in your demonstration station.
I can't believe we've done that, and we're still only just at 11 o'clock.
I know. I think you've missed this. I think you've missed that area.
A little bit. A little bit. It is fun to create cards and inspire people. I've missed that side of things, for sure. Another little piece on my U, and we're done.
This looks really nice.
You could add some gemstones if you want to the end of it, but we're just going to leave it like that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's been lots of fun.
That's lovely. Thank you so much. Thank
you
for doing 4 incredible demos this morning. And all we've got to do now is spin the wheel.
Oh, exciting times. Yes.
Okay, so as if by magic, our wheel is here. Do we know what we would like everyone to talk about in the comments today when we spin? Which one? Let us know which demo you've enjoyed the most of Natalie's.
That's a good one. That's a good one, yeah.
Okay, right, I've got my muscles. Let's go.
I hope it's a good one, Kelly.
I hope it is.
There's lots in there that
I can never see. Shimmer Gemstones. Oh, it was. Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
Next
But,
week.
you know, you're going to have to make do with Shimmer Gemstones. So, yes, just let's have a good old chat in the comments, and then Emily will pick our winner of the Win It Weekly for this week.
What
So,
else is coming up, Kelly?
let me tell you. So, let me just move.
The wheel.
So, on Monday, our fabulous Laura Williams is on Create and Craft. She is there at 1:45, at 4:30, and at 8:15 with a selection of products including Butterfly Wishes and the Joy of Christmas.
Oh, that's very exciting.
Nice. We have got, seeing as we've not won it, this is going into the rollover box.
I can't wait for someone to win that now.
I know. We'll have to, either way, it'll have to go before Christmas.
It will do.
Because that's an amazing Christmas gift too. And then we're back on your screens on Monday on the live show, and we will have day 4, day 5 and day 6 of our 12 days of Christmas deals to go through with you. So that's going to be a good show.
How exciting.
And that is you, did you know? It is Anne-Marie and Natalie.
Oh,
Yes.
exciting time.
So will you, who's demoing, do you know?
Who knows?
Oh, they'll
Who
decide on
knows?
the day.
No one knows.
It's a secret. So, yes, do we have a winner, Emily?
We certainly do.
Oh, who is it?
It is Diane McGowan.
Diane McGowan. You are our winner of the Shimmer Gemstones. Is it the bundle?
It is the whole.
Oh, the
so I
whole bundle.
think it's either 8 or 9 packs. So,
How exciting.
How exciting. So if you're watching, let us know your address, pop it in a messenger for us, and we'll get those sent out to you. But thank you so much for staying with us for the hour and watching, and we'll see you next week. That's bye from me.
Bye.